Ford Field, December 2015. The roar of the crowd, a familiar symphony for Calvin Johnson, was about to fade. For 9 seasons, he had defied gravity, a physical marvel nicknamed Megatron, a beacon of hope for the Detroit Lions. But beneath the highlight reel catches and impenetrable focus, a profound weariness was setting in. As the final whistle blew on his last professional game, few suspected this titan of the gridiron was silently contemplating an unthinkable decision, one that would shake the foundations of his sport and redefine his legacy long before anyone was ready. From his draft day in 2007, Calvin Johnson was destined for greatness. A towering 6'5", 237-pound specimen with unparalleled speed and hands, he redefined the wide receiver position. His career was a cascade of broken records and physics-defying plays. He led the league in receiving yards twice, setting an NFL single-season record with 1,964 yards in 2012. He was a perennial Pro Bowler, an All-Pro selection, and the undisputed king of the Detroit offense. The city, hungry for a champion, poured its hopes into him, believing he could finally lead them to glory. The Lions recognized his worth early, signing him to a monumental 7-year, $113 million contract extension in 2012, with $53 million guaranteed. It was a deal that solidified his status as the highest-paid receiver in NFL history at the time. This contract wasn't just a financial commitment, it was a testament to the immense pressure on Calvin's shoulders. He was the franchise cornerstone, expected to carry the team, game after game, season after season, often in the face of relentless double teams and an anemic supporting cast. The weight of an entire city rested on his superhuman abilities. But the constant grind took its toll. Professional football is a brutal sport, and Calvin Johnson played it with a ferocity that left him vulnerable. His body, once an impenetrable fortress, began to betray him. Torn ligaments, bone bruises, ankle issues, finger injuries, a litany of ailments became his constant companions. He was often playing through excruciating pain, receiving injections, enduring grueling rehabilitation, just to be on the field. The spectacular catches came at a high cost, each landing a jarring reminder of the game's physical demands. Beyond the physical wounds, the mental and emotional toll of the NFL lifestyle weighed heavily. The relentless pressure to perform, the constant travel, the media scrutiny, and the cycle of injury and recovery chipped away at his spirit. Calvin, a notoriously private and humble individual, found the spotlight increasingly draining. The joy of the game, which had once been his driving force, began to diminish, replaced by a sense of obligation. He started asking himself if the sacrifice was still worth the reward, a question few athletes dare to ponder in their prime. His perspective was also shifting. As he approached his late 20s, Calvin began to envision a future that extended beyond the turf. He and his wife, Brittany, were building a family, and the thought of being present for his children's lives, free from the demanding NFL schedule and its physical consequences, grew increasingly appealing. He yearned for a normal existence, for mornings without pain, for evenings with his loved ones, away from the demanding spotlight. This desire for a different kind of fulfillment slowly began to outweigh the allure of gridiron glory. In the quiet moments after the 2015 season concluded, Calvin made his decision. At just 30 years old, arguably still in his prime, he chose to retire. It was a choice that few NFL players in his position ever make. He was walking away from millions of dollars still owed on his contract, from the chance to chase a Super Bowl, from a likely path to breaking more records. It was a stark declaration that his personal well-being and his future priorities mattered more than the incredible financial and athletic opportunities still available. The news sent shockwaves through the NFL. The Lions organization, having invested so heavily in their star receiver, was undoubtedly disappointed. The specifics of his contract, and the remaining money, became a point of contention. The team sought to recover a significant portion of his signing bonus, leading to a period of frosty relations between Calvin and the franchise that had drafted him. This added another layer of complexity to his departure, turning a personal decision into a public and sometimes painful negotiation with his former employers. The transition from the intense structure of professional football to civilian life is rarely smooth. For many athletes, the sudden void left by retirement can be disorienting. Calvin, however, approached this new chapter with the same disciplined mindset he applied to the game. He embraced the quiet, the freedom from physical pain, and the ability to dictate his own schedule. He spent quality time with his wife, Brittany, and their growing family, savoring moments that the NFL grind had often stolen from him. This initial period was about decompressing and rediscovering himself outside the Megatron persona. With Brittany by his side, Calvin dedicated himself to his family. This was the primary motivation behind his early retirement, and he cherished every moment. From school drop-offs to family vacations, he was fully present. He openly discussed the joy of being a hands-on father, something he knew would have been challenging if he continued his rigorous NFL career. For Calvin, the true legacy he wanted to build wasn't just on the football field, but within the walls of his home, shaping the lives of his children. This personal fulfillment became his new championship. As the dust settled, Calvin began to explore potential ventures, keen to apply his discipline and strategic thinking to the business world. He wasn't looking for a quick payout, but a meaningful project he could invest himself in, much like he had with football. He started to look for opportunities that aligned with his values and offered a chance to make a positive impact. This search led him down an unexpected path, one that would leverage his personal experiences and challenge societal norms, proving that his impact could extend far beyond the gridiron. One of the most significant ventures to emerge from Calvin's post-NFL life is primitive cannabis. This wasn't a random investment, it was deeply personal. Having experienced chronic pain and relied on opioids during his playing career, Calvin became a passionate advocate for alternative pain management. He saw the potential of cannabis not just as a business, but as a path to wellness, especially for athletes. The vision was clear: to offer a safe, natural, and effective alternative for relief and recovery, drawing from his own lived experiences. Calvin teamed up with former Lions teammate Rob Sims, who also retired early due to the physical toll of football. Their shared experience created a powerful foundation for Primitive. Both understood the struggles athletes faced with pain and the limitations of traditional treatments. Together, they embarked on a mission to not only build a successful cannabis brand but also to destigmatize its use, particularly within the athletic community. It was a bold move, leveraging their NFL fame to push for broader acceptance and understanding of cannabis's therapeutic benefits. Primitive Cannabis, founded in Michigan, quickly gained traction. They focused on high-quality products, community engagement, and advocating for social equity in the cannabis industry. Calvin and Rob have been vocal about the importance of giving back, ensuring that their success contributes to the communities disproportionately affected by past cannabis laws. This commitment to social responsibility, combined with a premium product, has allowed Primitive to carve out a unique and respected niche in the burgeoning cannabis market, marking a truly successful second act in business. Calvin's entrepreneurial spirit didn't stop with cannabis. He also delved into the world of real estate, understanding the long-term wealth-building potential it offered. He's been involved in various property developments and investments, showcasing his astute financial mind. This diversification demonstrates a thoughtful approach to building a sustainable post-football career, not relying on a single venture but creating a robust portfolio. He's proving that the same strategic thinking he applied to reading defenses can be equally effective in navigating market trends and identifying lucrative opportunities. Years after his contentious departure, a significant step towards reconciliation occurred between Calvin Johnson and the Detroit Lions. Under new leadership, the team worked to mend fences, addressing the lingering financial dispute. This healing process was important for both sides, allowing the franchise to honor one of its greatest players without reservation, and for Calvin to fully embrace his legacy with the team that drafted him. It was a testament to time's ability to heal wounds, and a mutual understanding of shared history. Today, Calvin Johnson is a man at peace. He looks back at his decision to retire early not with regret, but with profound satisfaction. He found his why beyond the game, his family, his health, and a desire to build something new, something meaningful. His life after football is not defined by what he left behind, but by what he built. He's a testament to the idea that true success isn't always measured in championships or contracts, but in autonomy, well-being, and the freedom to define one's own path, even when it's against the grain. Calvin Johnson's journey from Megatron to entrepreneur and family man offers a powerful narrative about life after the spotlight. He proved that walking away from $100 million in one's prime can lead to a richer, more fulfilling existence. His story isn't just about football, or cannabis, or real estate, it's about courage, self-awareness, and the relentless pursuit of personal happiness. He challenged the conventional wisdom of professional sports, carving a unique path that inspires athletes and non-athletes alike to prioritize their true well-being over external expectations.